I am Sokovia, and you are yet again watching Anime Watch, or for the first time just watching a guy talk about an anime you may have been interested in, or if I'm lucky, you're watching me learning about an anime you didn't know about and are going to be interested in watching. Maybe, possibly. All right then, let's have optimism today. So the anime that I'm going to be talking about today is a movie called Asura. Asura is made by Toei Animation, and let me just say off the bat, I didn't like the animation at first. It was one of those you got to get used to it animations. But as I was watching the story progress, it fit to me. I don't know if that makes sense, but like you're watching it and like this story is, I can see it's kind of like a grittier style, kind of like a not as well-defined style, but the story kind of worked with it. It worked with the story that was going on. So I grew to enjoy it. I grew to enjoy the characters. I grew to think that the art style fit. It's unique, it's a little weird, but it worked. But I really like the background art. I like what they did with the backgrounds in a lot of places. So maybe it's more of the character design that's more different than the background. But it works. In the end, it works. And that's what's important. Now, Ashura's story starts off dark. It doesn't start off at the light and then go to the dark. It just starts off in the pitch black abyss of the void. I mean, you start watching this anime in the first 8 minutes. If you can't handle it, you already know. It starts with a woman giving birth, like a poor, starving, hungry, poverty-stricken woman. You know, she's naked and you're not enjoying the boobies that's out. It's like for a little bit, but it's nothing to be like, oh, fan service. It's just like, no, she's poor, poverty-stricken, and starving. Have nothing. That's why she's boobsed out. But she goes into a building and is giving birth. Now, that's the beginning of the story. And then we go to some events happen, something terrible. Now, 8 years later, you have this no-name child that is just like a wild demon beast type creature, struggling to survive, attacking people, eating people, just a vicious monster. But throughout his travels of attacking people and eating people, you know, he tries to attack this monk. Now, when he attacks this monk, you know, he can't just attack the monk and, you know, knock him out, kill him or whatever. So the monk knocks the boy out and, you know, gives him a name. Names him Asura. There is also a girl in this story. Not the type of girl you're thinking where it's going to be like, oh, this girl and this guy, no, that's how it works out. No, this girl's name Wakasa. Now, she's a nice girl and she sees Asura after an event that takes place where he's badly injured. And I mean, like on the brink of death, but he crawls from it and she finds him, you know, nurses him back to health a little bit. And, you know, he begins to acclimate himself with being around humans and not just trying to be vicious. Remembering some of the teachings from the monk, learning some from her, he begins to grow and kind of evolve from being a beast to being a man or a boy or a human. But then after some stuff went down, this happened. Oh yeah, that was kind of gruesome, but it fit, like the art. It fit. It was very interesting. And it's one of those stories I would have liked to see like something else with it, but it was fine the way it is. It's one that I would definitely say add to a collection if you got a collection of odd art styles, decent and worth watching. Asura is an ugly yet beautiful story. Now, it shows the path I don't know why I'm talking like that. Maybe it's the suit. Don't ask while I'm wearing it. Now, let me break it down like this. Asura is an ugly yet beautiful story that is definitely worth checking out. And the reason I say that is because of the story. Well, if you can handle it. I mean, there is some grittiness to it. But it's not over the top. I got into it. It was a movie. I felt like I only watched 15 minutes and it was the end. And I didn't expect that. I expected it to be one of those where it's like, oh, I'm watching this. I guess I'll do a review on it. But I watched it and got engrossed in it. And it just went by like that to me. It was like, man, I was into this story. I started wanting to see more of the characters, more development. And yeah, it was very, very entertaining to watch. To me, I enjoyed it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. You probably, maybe will. If you haven't seen Asura or you haven't heard Asura, then you need to check out this anime. If they don't like it, let me know why in the comments. If they do like it, let me know why in the comments. If you don't care either way, let me know why in the comments. But that's only if you want to. But if you don't want to, let me know why in the comments. That's it for this episode of Anime Watch. I, of course, am Sokovi. Yeah, there's someone back there.
Namu Amidala.